My mother, Sarah's voice cut through the air like a sharp knife. Your kids can eat whatever is left over in the kitchen. They are not guests here. The room fell silent. My children's eyes dropped their small hands holding on to each other, as if they could protect themselves from the words. My sister Lisa smirked, never missing a chance to remind me of my place. And don't forget, she added, her tone full of entitlement. I am staying all week. You are covering my meals too. My father David, without even looking up from his newspaper, muttered, Now go set the table like a good assistant. I said nothing. I simply breathed, nodded once, and let them believe they had won again. But inside, something in me broke. They were not always like this. I remember when family meant warmth. I was the one who cooked, who drove them to appointments, who watched my sister's kids while she found herself in another unsuccessful relationship. Back then I thought being faithful was enough. I thought being trustworthy meant being valued. But slowly they started treating me less like a son, less like a brother, and more like a useful object to be ordered around, dismissed and discarded. At first it was not very obvious. Forgotten birthdays, unreturned calls, jokes at my expense. Then came the blatant disrespect, the decisions made without me, the way my kids became invisible in the very house I grew up in. I noticed the pattern, and I decided I would not play their game anymore. So when my mother said those hurtful words to my children, something in me became firm. I took my kids' hands, smiled, told them to grab their coats. My sister laughed, assuming I was angry. My father did not look up. My mother waved me off like I was a bother. We drove in silence, but the moment we stepped into the steakhouse, my children's faces brightened with happiness. White tablecloths, crystal glasses, the scent of sizzling ribeye. Order whatever you want, I told them. Their eyes widened. They ate like they were royalty, the way they should have been treated at their grandmother's table. Every laugh, every bite made me feel stronger. Halfway through dessert, I made one phone call. Just one, and then I waited. It did not take long. Hours later, my phone buzzed again and again. My mother's number, then my sister's, then my father's. Missed. Calls stacking up like a frantic pile. I let it ring. My kids licked the last of the chocolate mousse from their spoons. When I finally answered, my mother's voice shook with panic. The police are here. They said there is a problem with the account, with the charges. They are saying a scam. What is going on? I leaned back, relaxed and calm. I do not know, Mother. Maybe you should check who the house is registered to. Whose name the utilities are under? Whose name the joint account is under? Silence. Then her sharp intake of breath. My father's voice broke and furious. Now what did you do? I just stopped paying for the people who treat me like a servant, I said. Did you not tell me that is all I was? Well, a servant does not cover mortgages, car notes and credit cards in 3 other people's names. The call ended. Here is the truth they never knew. While they mocked me, I was the one who took care of the family's finances. My credit, my savings, my name. It kept their roof overhead, their lights on, their stomachs fed. And all it took was one call to the bank to cut it all off. One signed document to reroute everything back where it belonged. They thought they were safe and secure, that I would always pay the bill, always take on the debt, always keep my mouth shut. They never imagined I would let the whole system fall apart. By midnight, I had another voicemail. My sister Lisa crying hysterically. They are saying I have to leave the house. The car is being towed. Please, you cannot do this to me. You are my brother. Brother? The word felt wrong. I replayed her smug look from earlier. The way she enjoyed watching my kids become sad under my mother's cruelty. I already did. I whispered to the empty room and I deleted the message. The next morning they showed up at my door. My mother looked years older. My father's shoulders sagged, his authority drained. My sister clutched her kid's eyes red from crying. You cannot do this to family, my father said. His voice was a weak echo of the man who once barked orders at me. I stepped outside, closing the door behind me so my children would not hear. Family, I said. Family does not make my kids hungry to feed someone else's kids. Family does not treat the person who helps them with disrespect. My mother tried to reach for me. I stepped back. Leave, I told them. Go find a way to live on your own. You wanted me insignificant and easy to ignore. Now you can see what life looks like when I disappear. My father opened his mouth to argue, but he could not say anything. My sister started to plead, but I turned my back. The door clicked shut between us.
That night, my kids and I ate leftovers from the steakhouse.
They giggled as they told me their favorite parts of the meal.